Well, hello and welcome to Living Life with Levon. Today we're going to talk about the things we do to stay cute. As you can see, I have taken my braids out. And what I'm going to do next is take this gray out because even though I'm almost 60 years old, I don't like gray hair on me. Not yet. And as you can see, I have not had a perm for quite some time. So it's a little difficult for me to do this hair, but I've got to do what I've got to do to stay cute. And that's what we as women do. We do what we have to do to stay cute. So, because I have had braids for the last year and a half, I have not had to perm my hair. I was having some issues with my hair coming out. So I was using all kind of products and things. And, heat will definitely pull your hair out. Perms will definitely pull your hair out. So as long as I have braids in my hair, then I don't have to worry about the heat or the perms or any of that. And my hair has significantly grown. Let me show you if I can get a piece. It wasn't even. I was trying to cut some of the perm off. So I actually cut my hair down to about an inch. But as you can see, it is definitely growing. My doctor gave me some pills to take and I've been using some drops she also told me to take, and I will get those and show those to you as well. She suggested that I not wear the braids because she said, that's a lot of pulling and tension on your hair. However, if I don't have my hair braided, the only thing I can do is a ponytail. And the only way I can do a ponytail is if I have a perm. She also suggested I not do a perm. So as you can see, my hair is not going to look right in a ponytail unless I do a perm. So I did the braids, but what I did was I asked my stylist to not do my braids too tight. So every time I go to her, she does my braids. They're not very tight. I make sure they're not pulling. So if you've noticed, I wear a lot of buns, set my hair up and different things with the braids. So I have to make sure when I pull my hair up in those styles that I am not pulling it too tight so that the braids are not pulled too tight. When I am sleeping, I have to make sure I'm not laying on the braids because you lay on the braids, that's going to pull it. It's going to pull it tight. So what I'm going to do right now is try and comb some of this out. So what I did, I took the braids out last night and then I washed my hair because I'm going to color it. And you want to color your hair when it's clean, okay? So I washed it last night. Now that it's clean, I'm going to separate it into 4 spots, into 4 parts. So let me comb some of this out. And that way I can get it into 4 parts. I need some ponytail holders. Let me go get some ponytail holders, and I'm going to also get those medications that the doctor gave me. And trust me, as you can see, they work. Remember, like I said, my hair was only an inch long, and look at this. So, yeah, now it's at least 6 inches. I should measure it. I'm going to go get the measuring tape, too. I'll be back. Okay. Now, I am not a hairstylist by no means. Oh, I got to let you know, too. As you can see, I have no eyebrows today either, but we'll talk about that later. So, I am not a hairstylist by no means, but I have been basically doing my own hair since I was a teenager. So, I do know how to do some things on my own. First of all, we're going to use a wide tooth comb to comb this and part this and things like that. So, that will help us to, not pull all the hair out. Next, when we start to comb, we comb at the edges first, okay? See how easy that gets it? So the last thing you want to do is start all the way up here, and you've got knots going all the way through here and trying to get them knots. So if you have knots, you get the little knots first, and you work your way up and get all of that out. Ooh, look at that gray hair. Good Lord. Okay. And then I'm gonna take my brush and brush it. Get more of the little knots, snaps, whatever you want to call them out. All right, I'm going to separate this for right now. Like I said, I am not a beautician, but I just do my own hair. So if you are not used to coloring your own hair, please do not do what I'm doing. If you're brave and you want to try it, that's up to you, but I would not advise it unless you know what you're doing. I've been doing this for a long time. So what I want to do is get this into 4 even parts. So I just did that part in the front. Just want to get a little bit more. Okay, and I take this out. Okay, so this is 1/4 of my head. So I want to do 1/4 of my head at a time because that's how I'm going to color. I'm going to color 1/4 at a time. Okay, so I couldn't find the measuring tape, but if I can, or find a ruler or something, I'll get that and I'll measure my hair for you because I want you to know how much it's grown in a year. Just using these products and the way that I've done it. So one of the products is called Viviscal. Okay, you can get this online. You can get it in CVS. I'm not sure if Walgreens is. I usually get mine online or at CVS. It's not cheap, trust me. I think this box has 180 tablets, and I started off with 1 in the morning and 1 at night. My dermatologist said now I can go down to just once a day. However, I think this box is like $100. So it is not cheap by no means. She also suggested that I use Rogaine. Rogaine is expensive as well. However, they have a, what do you call it, generic brand at Sam's Club. And so this is what I use. Okay, it's so much cheaper. I can't remember how much it costs, but it is so much cheaper. And you only use like a half of a dropper every day, and you just do it once a day. So, those are the 2 things that I use. Part of what happened was my hair was coming out, and I thought it was just due to stress or whatever. I didn't know what was happening. But come to find out, my vitamin D was deficient. I didn't have enough vitamin D. And you would think, me living in Florida and all this sun, that I'd have a lot of vitamin D. But remember, I have lupus, and I have discoid lupus, which is a skin disorder, basically. It's you have some of the other symptoms of regular lupus too, but this one is mostly directed toward the skin. If you want, you can see some of my, some of my lupus scars. With the skin lupus, it's called discoid lupus, you tend to get sores and scars and all kind of things. That's basically how I found out I had lupus, when the sores came. They came and they turn into these, they just came out of nowhere. They turn into these blisters, then they were like these little holes, and I went to the dermatologist to figure it out, and they did all kind of testing, biopsies and stuff, and found out that it was discoid lupus. But I took some medication, I think it's called hydrochlorothiazide. Took that for a couple years, and I have been in remission for a very long time. Okay, look at this. Look, I have hair. I mean, I know it's at least 6 inches, which is good. Okay. So I'm gonna dye my hair. What I wanted to use, because I have gray hair, I wanted to get some type of hair color that was permanent, not semi-permanent, because I'm not trying to use any other colors on my hair. I like my hair to be black, and I like it to be jet black. Unfortunately, it was really hard for me to find a permanent color that was black. I usually go to Sally's Beauty Supply and I get one, and it's really good. But I was at another beauty supply and they didn't have it. So I wound up getting this. I have never used it before. It is Cream of Nature, and it is, let's see, it's a moisture-rich hair color with shea butter conditioner. It is jet black, and it is permanent. Let me make sure. It said it is 100% gray coverage, liquid permanent hair color. It's ammonia-free. Okay, so I am going to try it. All right, let me get this other side done. So, once I get all of this done, then we can start with the hair color. But some other tricks that I use, definitely because I'm using black hair color, I always use a dark colored towel, and I usually have like 1 or 2 towels that I usually use all the time for my hair color, because you will get dye on the towels, and you don't want your nice towels to have dye on them and little black spots, or they'll eventually turn gray. But you don't want all these different color spots on your towels. So I use that towel. Okay, so once I washed it out, I didn't put any conditioner in it. I didn't put anything on it because I want the hair to be as clean as possible when I put the dye on it, so that it will definitely soak up this dye. I want it to get in there and stay in there. I want that color in there for good, okay? But what I do is, every time I get my braids redone, I dye my hair, because you know the edges will, and the roots will have changed because they have grown. And I mean, even if they only grow just that little 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch, it's still gray, and I don't want that gray in there. So I always dye my hair every time I get my braids done. And it might be too much to do it that often, but that's just what I do, because I think they tell you not to do it but once every 8 weeks or so. But like I said, I do mine more. And sometimes I'll keep my braids in for that long. My girl is good. I may have to show you how I keep my braids in so long and how I do it. But I keep my braids. And sometimes you can go and get them touched up. You know, she'll do the edges or whatever, get them touched up so you don't have to get the whole head rebraided again. Okay, so let's see what's in this box. So, Cream of Nature Cream Color Developer. Okay. And we have the Moisture Rich Hair Color. This is the hair color. Then we have Moisture Rich Hair Color with Shea Butter Conditioner. So we have conditioner. And of course we have instructions. But usually on your instructions, they have plastic gloves. See? You definitely don't want to dye your hair without any gloves. You don't want to get your nails all colored and up under your nails all colored, and your hands. Actually, I think I'm gonna take my rings off as well. You don't want to get your jewelry all colored. So wear your gloves. These are some little cheap plastic gloves. If you don't have the little rubber gloves, then go ahead and use little cheap plastic gloves. And today I don't have any rubber gloves. And my neighbor asked me, because she's dyeing her hair today too, she asked me if I needed some rubber gloves. I'm like, no, there's some in the box, but I should have taken the gloves. Okay, let me get my glasses because I need to read the instructions. So, I know it always tells you to test it, and that's up to you. I never do, but it always tells you to test a certain part of your hair, a little section, just to make sure that it doesn't come out or anything. I never do the testing, but what is important is the timing. It's going to give you a certain amount of time to keep the color in your hair, and then you rinse it out. And you don't want to leave it in there more than that. It does say that it's ammonia free. However, I don't know what's in this, and I'm not trying to go bald again. So I do try to adhere to the time limits. So let's see if we can find the English version. They have multiple versions of the instructions on here, and we need the English version. But before we get to that, it has helpful hints. It says, do not use if your hair is not in good condition. I mean, I guess it's all right, you know. Apply to clean, dry hair. Do not shampoo immediately before coloring. If hair is very soiled or has heavy buildup of styling aids, shampoo 24 hours before application. Prepare mixture immediately before use. Do not mix with any other products. Protect clothing and work area from spills with a smock and towels to avoid permanent staining. So I am going to put a towel down on my counter. And then I do have my towel that I'm going to put around my neck. Says to prevent skin staining, apply petroleum jelly around your hairline and to the nape of your neck. Avoid contact with hair, remove any staining with a damp towel dipped in shampoo. Rinse spills immediately with cool or lukewarm water. So I'm going to go get another towel because I forgot to get the other towel for the counter because I don't want to get my counter stained with dye. When I do rinse this out, I have a stainless steel sink, so I don't have to worry about my sink being stained. I mean, you could wash it out like in your bathroom in your white enamel, porcelain, whatever sink, but I'm always afraid it's gonna stain and I don't want those stains, so I just use the stainless steel sink. So I'm gonna do that. And so I also need a container to put this in. So it said something about mixing these two. So I'm going to find me a little container to put those two in and a towel. And I'm going to put my medications back and I will be back. All right, so I got me a black towel that I am just going to put down on my counter. And then I went and got a little cup. It's a plastic cup that I can use to mix my mixtures. And I have one of these. These come in handy. I think it's called a perm brush. So that when you put it on, you're actually brushing it on, you know? Okay? And I have a black comb so that when I part my hair, my comb doesn't get discolored. See, I mean, my hair is going to be dyed black. Other people, maybe you're dyeing your hair brown or blonde or blue or whatever. But, and so it depends on what color your hair is and your combs and your utensils and things, you know. Like I said, I just don't want all this black stuff all over the place. So I do need my glasses. Let's see the instructions. So we read the helpful hints. Read the instructions. This is for a full head application. Now, even though it's permanent, that means all of this should stay permanently black. But as you can see, it's not totally black. And I guess sitting out in the sun sometimes, even though I don't do it that often, sitting out in the sun sometimes does dull the color of the hair. So I always do my whole head, you know. I really get them edges and those roots, but I just do my whole hair because I want it to be jet black. I want it all to be black because for other reasons, like when I get my hair for my braids, they're jet black. I want it to match. Or if I have hair for a ponytail, it's jet black. I want it to match. So I don't want this to be off black or, you know, a little brown coming through and then my other hair is black and nothing's matching. So anyway, let's go. It says, part your hair into 4 equal sections as shown and secure each section with a plastic clip. Did that. Unclip one section of hair, then use applicator tip to make 1/4 inch partings through the rest of the section and apply mixture to the root area. Okay, I missed something. Oh, I'm doing step 2. I guess I should do step 1. How about that? Because I was going to say, how am I applying this? And I haven't even mixed it yet. Okay, so step 1, it says, Put on coloring gloves and snip off the tip of the cream color developer. So let's put these gloves on. And snip off. I have some scissors. It says snip this off. Let's snip that off. That's how you open that, okay? Then remove applicator cap from the bottle. Would I have to snip it off for if I was just gonna take it out? Okay. Next, pour all of the ammonia-free color into the cream color developer bottle. Oh, this one is different. I guess I'm not gonna need this to mix it. I'm just gonna mix it in the bottle, I see. Okay, I like this. I'm gonna shake it up just a little. I don't know. Okay, so we're just gonna pour this in here. It says to pour it all in there. All right, then we're gonna put the top back on here because we don't want anything spilling I got it all out of the bottle, but we don't want anything spilling if we don't have to. We take the trash, put it back in the box. It says replace the cap. So put the cap back on. Place gloved finger over the tip, point away from your face, and shake vigorously until mixture is completely blended. How am I supposed to know if it's completely blended? So I'm gonna put my finger over it and point it away from me and shake vigorously. Okay, never leave the cap on the cream color developer bottle. After mixing, the container may burst. Oh, all righty. So after this is all done, we gotta take the cap off. Cream developer bottle, that's this one. Yeah, so we gotta take the top off when we put it in the trash because it's going in the trash when we're done. Okay, so it told me to take one of my sections of my hair loose. Let's take this out of here. I'm just gonna brush it through just one more time. And basically, where's my black comb? Okay, so basically, you just part it and put it on your hair, okay? Part it into the 4 sections, unclip. Do not rub mixture into the scalp. Repeat on 3 remaining sections. So you just part it and you put it on the hair, but try not to put it on the scalp. If the mixture gets on skin, gently wipe it off with a damp towel. Comb or gently work remaining mixture through the rest of your hair, saturating hair completely through to the tip. Leave it on for 25 minutes total. You guys gonna let me know when 25 minutes is up? That's all right, I'm watching the clock. I will definitely, I can tell my watch to give me a timer for 25 minutes. Okay, after 25 minutes, it says, for the resistant gray hair, leave on for additional 5 minutes. So then we're gonna do this for half an hour. For resistant gray hair, leave on an additional 5 minutes. Add a little warm water to your hair and gently massage color through hair. Okay, remember to wear your gloves. Yeah. Rinse hair thoroughly with warm water until the water runs clear. Discard the unused mixture. We're gonna do that, put it in the bottle, make sure there's no lid on it. Apply the mango and shea butter, after rinsing hair, shampoo. Lather and rinse shampoo from hair. Then apply the mango and shea butter ultra moisturizing conditioner to the hair. Leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes and rinse thoroughly and style as usual. So basically we're gonna put this in my hair. We're going to leave it on for 30 minutes. Then we are going to shampoo the hair, rinse it first, then shampoo it, rinse it again, put this on for 10 minutes, rinse it again, then style, which I have no idea what style I'm gonna do because I'm used to wearing my braids, but we'll figure something out. So let me take my glasses off. I don't know. I might be able to do it with my glasses. Okay, so I'm gonna part it here. And we're just gonna put it on both sides. Let me look in my mirror. I have a mirror. I can see this better. Okay, there we go. We're gonna take our brush and brush this on, okay? And then we're going to do it again. We're going to part, put it on each side, and then we're going to brush. Okay, so, and make sure you get the front of that. I'm going to go back and do the front of my edges anyway, because I want to make sure my edges are done. That's the whole purpose of doing this. I'm just going to show you guys one section. I don't need to keep you guys on here for all four, but I'm going to show you one section, and then after I get them all done, I'll come back. Okay, so this one section is done. I didn't do the middle. Let me get the middle and my edges, okay? I'm going to have to take these glasses off there in the way. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So now I'm going to put it on all of the hair, put it all through there. I'm going to take this and make sure it's on all of the hair, okay? I'm going to take my black comb, start at the bottom, of course, and comb it. Ah! I just broke my comb. That's all right. Told y'all my hair was not the straightest. So we're going to comb all of this through. Make sure that everything is nice and saturated. Then I'm just going to twist this up in a little ball so that that section is done. I'm going to go do the other three sections and I'll be back. Take my gloves off. Okay, so I've got all four parts done. I've got a little bit on my edges that I just need to wipe off. I always get it on my ears. Oh, wipe all of that off. My timer is already set. As you see, I put my towel around me. I had forgot to do that in the beginning because I don't want my clothes to be all dripped with black dots all over it. So I'm just gonna, I usually put a black plastic bag over my head to just, I don't know why, because they do that at the beauty salon. But I don't think I have any of the grocery store bags. That's what I usually use. So it's okay. I mean, it didn't tell me to do that, so I'll be all right. So I'm just going to let this sit here for a while. And while this is doing this, then I'm going to go ahead, like I said, take the lid off of this to throw this away. And I rinsed my hands off, my gloves, so that I can touch things, you know, rinse them off real good, wipe them off. So now, for you guys who don't know, remember I told you, if you've watched all of my videos, you know that I had a tummy tuck and a lipo suction done a year ago. That year is almost up. September 1st will be that year. And so I am going to have a video out that details a lot of things about my tummy tuck and about my lipo and how that year went. So if you are interested in having one, or you just want to, you know, get some information about mine or talk to me about mine, come down in the comments. Be looking for that video because it's coming out, and it's coming out soon because the first will be here soon. And I may even do it before the first because, I mean, it's only a couple days. But look for that video. It's going to be very interesting. I was very satisfied with my results, and it's something that I had wanted for a very long time. But we'll talk about that in that video. So you guys just stay tuned. I'm going to wait my 25 minutes and then rinse my hair out. Okay? Jerry. So I washed it. I actually washed it twice. I shampooed it twice. And get some of this water out of it, and then put Here, I'll dry it off a little bit. Is it black, y'all? Look at there. Now, remember I told you my hair was coming out, so it's my edges and everything. So, like up in here, I had like bald spots and things. And when I cut, you see it's still not totally gone. Look at it, all up in there. But all in the back, I had bald spots. But if you notice with the black hair, it kind of covers up the bald spots. But if my hair were lighter, especially with the gray, it looks bald. So that's another reason that I put it black. I'm going to go ahead and put this conditioner in there right now. I'm going to try and comb it through a little bit as well. Look at my arm. I don't know what happened. Oh, I had that paper sitting on the counter, and I put my arm on it, and that was where I was putting the comb down and everything after I had combed my hair through the dye. So, look how easy it is to comb through now. Wish it was like that when it was dry. So it says to let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. I like to let it sit for the whole 10 minutes. So I'm going to let this sit for 10 minutes. See? You see how much it's grown? Wait, let me see something. Still don't know where my measuring tape is, so I can't measure it. So, but like I said, I know it's at least 6 inches. I could just wet it and put it in a ponytail. I used to do that when I had a perm, and it would be cute. But there's no perm now, so I'm scared of what that would look like. See, it looks okay now because this conditioner is in it, but once I rinse the conditioner out and then try to put it in a ponytail, look at that, I got a ponytail. When it was so short, I couldn't even have a ponytail. Yeah. But I've had short hair before. When I was in Michigan, I had it all cut off to a style, and that girl laid it. It was bad. But I don't know anybody here in Florida that can cut. I mean, I've never been to a really beauty salon since I've been in Florida. I've just went and got braids. So I don't know anybody that can cut like her. And I'm real particular about who cuts my hair. However, I've not thought about it a few times, just going back to Michigan and let her cut it. So I'm in Michigan all the time, especially when my book tour comes out. I think I've got like 6 or 7 book signings in Michigan, so I'm going to be there quite a bit. So I might think about getting it cut. I don't know. After spending all this time trying to get it to grow back, I don't know. But having hair, how you wear your hair in Florida is different than Michigan. Because I sweat a lot, it's hot a lot, and the humidity does different things to your hair here than being in Michigan. So those hairstyles, trying to keep them up and all of that, I don't know. That's why I usually have a ponytail or braids here. I wanted to, at one point, cut it all off to like 1/2 inch and just have it all curly all over the place and stuff. That just wasn't that cute on me like I thought it would be. So that didn't work, because with it like that, then you can go swimming and things and it's no problem. Or if you're sweating, it's no problem. You just rinse it out and keep going, As I get older, I may still consider that because that is so much easier. I just didn't like the way it looked. So I'm going to give this a few more minutes, go rinse it out, And then I'm gonna blow dry it and see if I can get it in a ponytail or something. Or either I'm gonna put a hat on, because I'm getting ready to go get something to eat. I haven't eaten today. And so I'm gonna go get me something to eat. My husband wants to go to Cracker Barrel. So I think I'll go to Cracker Barrel and get some greens, and you'll have to excuse my eating. Like I said, I haven't eaten today. Cracker Barrel is one of my favorite breakfast places. However, some of their dinner foods are good too, but I gotta look halfway decent to get there. So I may just put a hat on. Of course, I gotta put my eyebrows on. I'm gonna show you guys how I put my eyebrows on too before I get off of here today. But let me get ready to rinse this out, find me a hat to wear, and figure out what I'm gonna do. I'll talk to you later in a few minutes. I'll be right back. So I went in the bathroom and looked at it. Look at this. It's got little waves and little bitty curls and things. I wonder if I just put some like leave-in conditioner in it, could I just comb it out and let it sit like this, and what would happen to it? I think I might try that just to see what it looks like. Look at that. Okay, so I have rinsed it out, all the conditioner out. I'm gonna dry it a little bit. Since I saw those curls, I'm gonna try to see if I can get those curls back and see if they'll stay, and that way I don't have to blow dry it. I'm just trying an experiment. Today's video is all about trying to be cute, or things we do to be cute. So if it works, and it is cute, then it's something I may try again, but I'm just trying something for the day. So let's see. So what I usually use as a conditioner is called this As I Am Moisture Milk. Okay. And so I'm going to just put some of this in it, because when I put the other conditioner in it, it made waves and things, little curls. So let's put some of this in it and see what will happen. This is what I used to use when I would make my ponytails and they'd be wet. I would just add this to it and put my ponytails. But remember, I had a perm then, so let's see. So, and all I did with the other conditioner was just comb it. So let's see what happens once I try and comb it. It's not bad. I mean, it's combing pretty easy. I noticed one thing about my hair since it's grown back. It is growing back a lot thicker, because I had very thin hair. I've always had very thin hair. As you can see by the way it is cut, that it is longer in the front than the back. I'm going to put a little bit more of that moisturizer in the back. And then I want to see what happens. Look, I got hair, y'all. Look at that, I got hair. Oh. My daughter, she has natural hair. She's been trying to get me to go natural for so long. I think she's been natural for about at least 3 years. And her hair is, look, is down to about here on her. So, but I told her hair is a little bit different than mine, so I don't know. Okay, so let's see. I had it combed back, and that's when it had the waves. So I'm gonna comb it back and just see what happens. Or I can just kind of see if it'll just stay curly and kind of fluff it out and see. Or I could part it. I wonder what would that look like if I parted it. Look at that. I could just part it and let it. I've seen somebody's hair like this recently. I'm trying to remember whose it is. And it was so cute on them. Oh, what y'all think? Part or no? I don't like the part. I wonder if I part it down the middle. Ooh, no. Okay, let's see. What if we... Let's see. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Let me just fluff it out. Let me see. Like a curly afro. I used to wear a curly afro back in the day. Let's see. I might just put this in a ponytail. This ain't too bad. I'm looking in my mirror over here, y'all. If y'all wonder what I'm looking at. Because this camera is kind of small to see. That's not too bad. This looks like a little curly afro. Let me see. All right, can y'all see the curls? What do y'all think? I don't know what this is gonna look like when it dry. I'm afraid. I am afraid. Look at this. You can see some of my hair where it was, when I cut it off, I didn't cut off all of the perm part. Look at that. I still got a couple of, excuse me, strings that are from the perm. Okay, let's see. I don't know why I keep looking like it's more over here than over here. Is my hair longer over there or something? I need to comb it this way. Now remember, I'm the one that cut it, so of course I'm sure it's uneven, but what you think? Do I look crazy, y'all? Don't have me going out in public looking like this and looking crazy. The whole purpose of this video was to try to look cute. All right, so let's see. Not too bad. What you think? It is black, so I did get that out of it. So, tell you what, let's kind of jazz things up a little bit. Let's put some earrings on. See if that helps. I gotta put some eyebrows on too. So, as far as my eyebrows, what I do is I cut the ends off of my eyebrows and then draw them back. Because they don't grow the right way, the way that I would like them to. And I've been doing this for 20 years, and what works for me works for me. I know there's different ways of doing them with brushes and all of that. I usually just do mine with I have a retractable pencil. And see, I cut them from here, there. I just cut that off, and then I just draw it back on. Let me see. Do this in my mirror. And sometime I will take you see the difference? I will take a mascara brush or something like that and just brush them so that it has like the little lines in it so that it really looks like an eyebrow. Let's do this one. I know a friend of mine was talking about getting some eyebrows like tattooed on or something else she was going to get done to them. It all sounded painful to me. And my thing is, what if you get it done and it's a permanent thing and then you don't like it? So I told her what I do, just draw it on there, because she draws hers on and she comes all the way up here. But basically what I did was kind of follow the brow line of mine so that it's kind of natural looking, you know. What y'all think? Okay, now I have some eyebrows, I got some earrings, I've got some curls, this little curly fro. I don't know. Let's take this towel off. So it's good enough to go to lunch, and if it dries, it may look a little different. So probably when I come home, I'm gonna flat iron it and put it in a regular ponytail, but we'll see. You never know. So in the meantime, this was my episode of Living with Lavon's Trying to Be Cute, or the things we do to be cute episode. So I hope you enjoyed it, you had fun, and guess what? I'll see you next time. Bye. So you say you like this hair. Look at this. I actually came out in public with it like this. I forgot to do my edges. Ooh, my face look red. But it has shrank a lot and my curls have disappeared since I first did it. But, not bad. I'm going to redo it when I get home and flat iron it, of course.